Welcome to Ireland. A land of rolling green hills, ancient castles, and deep-rooted legends. A country where history whispers through the ruins of stone forts, where rugged coastlines meet the endless Atlantic, and where folklore is woven into everyday life. From its windswept cliffs and mystical islands to its lively cities filled with music and stories, Ireland is a place that captures the heart and imagination. This journey will take us through some of Ireland's most breathtaking locations, each one with its own story, shaped by time, nature, and the people who have called this land home. We will explore dramatic coastlines, towering mountains, and enchanted forests, as well as historic towns, medieval castles, and ancient monuments that have stood for thousands of years. But Ireland isn't just about landscapes, it's about culture, tradition, and spirit. It's about the warmth of a pub filled with live music, the quiet beauty of a countryside road, and the myths that have been passed down through generations. So get ready to step into a world of wild beauty, deep history, and unforgettable adventures. Our journey through Ireland begins now. Our adventure starts in the northwest, in one of Ireland's most rugged and untamed regions, Donegal. This is a land of dramatic landscapes, towering cliffs, and windswept beaches, often referred to as the Wild Heart of Ireland. One of Donegal's most famous natural wonders is the Slieve League Cliffs, some of the highest sea cliffs in Europe, rising over 600 meters, 1,970 feet, above the Atlantic. The view from the top is simply breathtaking, with the ocean stretching endlessly into the horizon and waves crashing far below. Unlike the more famous cliffs of Moher, Slieve League feels truly wild and untouched, offering an experience of Ireland at its most raw and untamed. Another jewel of Donegal is Glenveigh National Park, a vast wilderness of mountains, forests, and shimmering lakes. At its heart lies Glenveigh Castle, a 19th century mansion surrounded by beautiful gardens. This remote castle, once a retreat for aristocrats, is now a stunning reminder of Ireland's romantic past. Donegal is also one of the last strongholds of the Irish language, making it a center of traditional Irish culture. Music, folklore, and storytelling are an essential part of life here, and you can feel the deep connection between the land and its people. From golden beaches to hidden waterfalls, Donegal is a place where nature remains wild and free, inviting travelers to explore its secrets. Now we head to Ireland's vibrant capital, Dublin, a city that blends centuries of history with a modern, dynamic spirit. Dublin is a place where past and present exist side by side. Our first stop is Trinity College, home to one of Ireland's greatest treasures, the Book of Kells. This illuminated manuscript, created by monks over 1,200 years ago, is considered one of the most beautiful books in the world. Walking through the long room library, with its towering wooden shelves and the scent of ancient books, feels like stepping into a magical world. A short walk away is Dublin Castle, a symbol of the city's complex history. Once the seat of British rule in Ireland, today it stands as a monument to the country's struggle for independence. Nearby, Christ Church Cathedral and St. Patrick's Cathedral tell stories of Dublin's medieval past. But Dublin is not just about history, it's about energy, culture, and music. The famous Temple Bar district is the heart of the city's nightlife, where cobbled streets are lined with lively pubs, each filled with the sounds of traditional Irish music. And of course, no visit to Dublin would be complete without a stop at the Guinness Storehouse, where you can learn the history of Ireland's most famous beer and enjoy a pint with a panoramic view of the city. Dublin is a city of contrasts, historic yet youthful, traditional yet innovative. It's a place where every street has a story and every visitor feels welcome. Next, we travel to one of Ireland's most awe-inspiring natural wonders, the Cliffs of Moher. Rising 214 meters, 702 feet, above the Atlantic Ocean and stretching for 14 kilometers, 9 miles along the west coast. These cliffs are one of the most breathtaking sights in the world. Standing on the edge with the ocean wind in your face and the sound of the waves crashing below, you can feel the raw power of nature. On clear days, you can see as far as the Aran Islands. While on misty mornings, the cliffs take on a mysterious, almost mythical beauty. These cliffs have inspired countless legends. Some say they are home to enchanted spirits, while others tell of lost cities beneath the waves. They have even been featured in films, including Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Whether bathed in golden sunlight or shrouded in mist, the Cliffs of Moher are one of the most unforgettable places in Ireland. Killarney National Park. Now we head to the lush and magical Killarney National Park in County Kerry. A place of towering mountains, shimmering lakes, and deep green forests. At the heart of the park is Lough Lean, a stunning lake surrounded by rolling hills. A short boat ride takes you to Innisfallen Island, home to the ruins of an ancient monastery dating back to the 7th century. One of the most beautiful sights here is Torc Waterfall, a cascading waterfall hidden among the trees. For those who love hiking, the trails leading up to Torc Mountain offer breathtaking views of the surrounding landscape. Another highlight is Muckross House, a grand 19th century estate where Queen Victoria once stayed. With its beautiful gardens and stunning lake views, it's a place where history and nature come together. Killarney National Park is Ireland at its most picturesque, a place of peace and wonder. Now we travel to Sligo, a land of poetry and mysticism, forever linked to Ireland's greatest poet, W.B. Yeats. This region is filled with stunning landscapes, from Ben Bulben, a majestic flat-topped mountain, to Strand Hill Beach, a favorite spot for surfers. Sligo is also home to Carramore, one of the largest and oldest megalithic burial sites in Ireland, dating back over 5,000 years. The tombs here predate the Egyptian pyramids, offering a glimpse into Ireland's ancient past. With its mix of nature, history, and literary heritage, Sligo is a place that speaks to the soul. But Sligo is not just about its landscapes and ancient tombs. It is a place where history and legend intertwine, where every hill and river seems to whisper stories from the past. One such place is Lough Gill, a serene lake surrounded by lush forests made famous by Yeats' poem, The Lake Isle of Innisfree. The poet dreamed of escaping to this peaceful island where he could live in harmony with nature. Today, visitors can take a boat across the lake and see the tiny, tree-covered island that inspired one of Ireland's most beloved poems. Another fascinating sight is Knocknarea, a striking hill that dominates the landscape just outside Sligo town. At its summit lies the legendary tomb of Queen Maeve, one of Ireland's most powerful mythological figures. According to legend, Maeve, the warrior queen of Connaught, was buried here standing upright in her armor, facing her enemies. The massive cairn that marks her grave remains untouched, a silent guardian of Ireland's ancient past. For those looking to experience the region's wilder side, Glencar Waterfall is a must-visit. Tucked away in a hidden valley, this cascading waterfall looks like something out of a fairy tale. Yeats himself was enchanted by it, mentioning it in his poem. Sligo is also a town of vibrant culture, with traditional Irish music spilling from cozy pubs and local artisans keeping ancient crafts alive. Visitors can explore the charming streets, visit the Yeats Memorial Building, or take a trip to Drumcliff Church, where the great poet is buried beneath the famous epitaph, "Cast a cold eye on life, on death. Horsemen pass by." Whether you come for the poetry, the history, or the natural beauty, Sligo leaves an unforgettable mark on the soul. It is a place where Ireland's mystical heart beats strongest, inviting travelers to lose themselves in its timeless magic. The Dingle Peninsula is one of the most picturesque places in Ireland, with dramatic cliffs, golden beaches, and rolling green hills. The small town of Dingle is famous for its colorful houses, lively pubs, and friendly locals. For many years, the town had a beloved resident, Fungie the Dolphin, who became a local legend by playfully interacting with boats in the harbor. One of the most scenic drives in Ireland, the Sleehead Drive, takes you along the rugged coastline, past ancient stone forts and breathtaking ocean views. The Dingle Peninsula is also one of the few places where the Irish language is still widely spoken, making it a cultural treasure as well as a natural one. Beyond its charming town and breathtaking coastal roads, the Dingle Peninsula is steeped in history and mythology. Scattered across the landscape are remnants of Ireland's ancient past, from prehistoric ring forts to early Christian monastic sites. One of the most famous is Gallerus Oratory, a small stone-built church believed to be over 1,000 years old. Built entirely without mortar, it has withstood the test of time, standing as a quiet testament to Ireland's early religious communities. Further along the peninsula, you'll find the Blasket Islands, a group of remote, windswept islands that were once home to a small but resilient Irish-speaking community. Life here was harsh, with no electricity or modern conveniences, and in 1953, the last inhabitants were forced to leave. Today, you can visit the Blasket Center in Dunchauen to learn about their unique way of life, or take a boat trip to explore the now uninhabited islands, where abandoned stone cottages sit in silent memory of the past. For those seeking adventure, Mount Brandon, the highest peak on the peninsula, offers a challenging but rewarding hike. Named after Saint Brendan, the navigator, who legend says may have sailed to North America centuries before Columbus, the summit provides panoramic views of the Atlantic Ocean and the surrounding countryside, making it one of Ireland's most spectacular viewpoints. With its rich history, deep-rooted traditions, and unparalleled natural beauty, The Dingle Peninsula is more than just a scenic destination. It is a place where the spirit of Ireland feels truly alive. Just off the west coast of Ireland, the Aran Islands feel like a step back in time. Life here moves at a slower pace, and the landscapes are rugged yet beautiful. The largest island, Innismore, is home to Dún Ongasa, a prehistoric stone fortress perched on the edge of a 100-meter-high cliff. The Aran Islands are also famous for their hand-woven wool sweaters, which feature intricate patterns unique to each family. With no large roads or modern distractions, the islands offer a rare chance to experience Ireland as it was centuries ago. Beyond their breathtaking landscapes and ancient ruins, the Aran Islands are a stronghold of traditional Irish language and culture. Walking through the quiet villages of Innismore, Innismeon, and Innis Oirir, you'll hear locals speaking Irish as their first language, preserving a way of life that has remained unchanged for generations. One of the most striking sights on Innismeon, the least visited of the three islands, is Synge's Chair, a dramatic clifftop viewpoint named after playwright John Millington Synge, who found inspiration for his works here. The island's solitude and raw beauty offer an experience unlike anywhere else in Ireland. On Innis Oirir, the smallest of the islands, visitors can explore the Plassey shipwreck, the rusting remains of a cargo ship that ran aground in 1960. The eerie wreckage, set against the backdrop of the wild Atlantic, adds to the island's timeless, almost mystical atmosphere. With their endless stone walls, windswept coastlines, and deep cultural heritage, the Aran Islands feel like a world apart, offering a glimpse into Ireland's past while standing strong in the present. Next, we visit the Inishowen Peninsula, the northernmost part of Ireland. This wild and remote area is home to Malin Head, the country's northernmost point, known for its dramatic coastline and role in Star Wars, The Last Jedi. Another highlight is Mamre Gap, a scenic mountain pass with breathtaking views of the Atlantic Ocean and rolling green hills. With its raw beauty and peaceful atmosphere, the Inishowen Peninsula is a true escape into the wild. The Inishowen Peninsula is also home to some of Ireland's most ancient and mysterious sites. One of the most fascinating is Grianan of Aileach, a massive stone ring fort that dates back over 2,000 years. Perched high on a hilltop, this ancient structure offers panoramic views of the surrounding countryside, stretching as far as Lough Foyle and Lough Swilly. According to legend, it was once the seat of the mythical kings of Aileach, adding to its air of mystery. For those seeking a true connection with nature, Five Finger Strand is a must-visit. This stunning beach, known for its golden sands and towering dunes, is home to the remnants of a sunken medieval church, which occasionally emerges from the sands at low tide. The coastline here is rugged and untamed, offering a perfect spot for a peaceful walk or a moment of quiet reflection. And no visit to Inishowen would be complete without experiencing the Northern Lights. Thanks to its remote location and lack of light pollution, This peninsula is one of the best places in Ireland to witness the aurora borealis on a clear winter night, transforming the sky into a mesmerizing display of color. With its ancient history, stunning landscapes, and untamed wilderness, the Inishowen Peninsula is a hidden gem, one of the most breathtaking and unspoiled regions in all of Ireland.